Good evening. My name is KV Premraj and I am reporting live from the Optimus studio. We are here in the Rotary International Presidential Conference held in Hyderabad, and we have one of the most illustrious guests with us, a sitting RI director in Mahesh Kotbagi. Mahesh, welcome to our studio.
Hello, thank you, friends.
In the March edition of Rotary News, you had highlighted about the change in mindset due to the app and the website www.rotaryindia.org. Would you mind shedding some light on how this could be a game changer?
Yeah, see, Rotary International has invested a lot of time, money, and creativity in developing e-technology and updating Rotary.org site. Now, that's a world site. Whereas India is concerned, we have round about, from north to south, so many districts and thousands of Rotarians who are volunteers who work. There was no showcase available under one roof where people or the corporates can go and see the strength of our organization, the capex of our organization, and the volunteer hours of our organization. So basically this RotaryIndia.org site came up with a concept that let anyone and everyone get access to see what is the magnitude of Rotary and what measurable things they want to really do it, they can access it through this website. And that's the reason we came with a comprehensive website with an app where you can get all the data.
Thank you for enlightening us on that. You have been an RI director for some time. Any interesting anecdote that you would like to share from around the world?
The first anecdote which I like to share is, I think Rotary India is growing on a very, very higher scale. If I give you world standards, I think in this last 8 months, we have grown 20,000 members plus. And if you see the other countries, specifically the Europe, UK, US, Canada, there is a downfall. So right now, observation is the South Asia or the Southeast Asia is growing not only with membership, but even the Rotary Foundation giving. And even more important is the temple of service. The kind of service work and the projects what we do is phenomenally very high and of a very, very big magnitude, and which I think the Rotary world needs to take an example that how people come together and do the idea exchanges and get executed these bigger programs.
Thank you for sharing that. You mentioned about the membership. Yesterday, I believe Shekhar did show us a slide wherein the membership of something close to 20,000, which you mentioned now, that number has increased this year. So are we confident? Previously, we used to have this leaking bucket syndrome of membership. With this, do you feel we would have turned the corner and our membership will continue to rise?
See, it's a natural phenomena. The leaking buckets will exist in every aspect. So one cannot deny that there can never be a leakage. The issue is though it's a percentage. It's like, you grow 100 and then you lose 10, but the final, the net growth is 90. So I think we should have little positive minds. But I have got a very different, belief. If the Rotary comes with every member on a cause-based issue, cause-based club, cause-based membership, then people, for the reason why they are joining, I think they will get more attached to the concept why they have come here. Because the dropout ratio normally in any organization is in first 3 years of time.
Yeah.
In first 3 years of time, if you give them what they have like it and for the reason why they have come, I think the leakage will definitely come down. And then there are some leakages which are beyond your control. It's an age, it's a migration, or it's a medical history. And sometimes post-COVID, it's an economical barrier. So this percentage will be there, but I don't see much right now. So that can be controlled well.
Okay. There is a perception about Rotary being an old men's club. How is it that we can change this perception and get younger members into our fold?
This is a very generalized question. The age syndrome in Rotary in the world differs. So if I talk about 200 countries, every country will have a different statistics. If you see India, India as it is a population strength. If you see India is the country where you have more than 50% youngsters as a normal population. And same thing is reflected in Rotary. So what is there in society, same thing comes in Rotary. It doesn't come something different. Now, 30 years of back, Rotary had lots of people with grey hair or no hair. And now I see a great leadership which is less than 50, less than 45. So you see our district leaders, you see our zonal leaders, you even see international leaders at a very, very young age. But I believe that the mix and match culture of a leadership or membership always gives you a better sustainability. So one type of model, whether young or old, is not a very good model. It should have a very, very equilibrium balance. And that makes, a seniority with experience, and the youth with energy, zeal, and the mid class with the funding pattern and a balance of thoughts. So I think again I'm saying on a mixed culture.
Yeah, that's well said. We should have a judicious blend of it. Yeah. In the past 117 years of Rotary, we have had only 4 Indian RI presidents. Now we have a clutch of Indians in the top decision-making bodies of Rotary International. Do we envisage a rush of Indians becoming RI presidents in the very near future?
See, competition is always healthy. Wherever there is a growth, there is a competition. But in Rotary, we believe into a Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam concept. The whole world is mine. So we don't believe, on a gender basis. Because she's a woman, she should be a leader. Or because he's an Indian, he should be a leader. I don't think so that should be a good concept. The concept should be the person whom you are actually choosing, he should have served well. He has understood the ethos of the organization. Maybe you can have multiple Indian leaders, or maybe you may not have Indian leaders for many years. Unless and until he is not, qualified and completely fit to complete his duty, I don't think so we should come with the tagline of a country or a gender bias on that.
What is a legacy that you would like to leave behind?
My legacy will be my friends. The way they have worked tirelessly as volunteers. They heard me, they had trust with me, and whenever we asked them, they said, yes, we are going to do it. I think that's the biggest legacy in life. Because today one can raise funds. One can also hire people. One can also be a member of several organizations. But today to have thousands of people from different countries who listen and who understand and who become more thicker than your blood relatives, I think this is the greatest legacy which Rotary platforms gives. And I feel that every Rotarian should enjoy that kind of a phenomenon. Rest everything may have a rack life that will either expire or perish. But the memory lane of these friendship and relations, I think that will exist forever.
Thank you, Mahesh. Thank you for your time. We had an interesting exchange of ideas. You have some great ideas which needs to be implemented.
Thank you.
Thanks
Thank you
for
so
your
much.
time.
Nice meeting you.